Hello. So we're going to get going on to day 71 of blueprints. So day 70. Oh, I need to update my notes on this. I should have done that already. I forgot to. I'm going to update my notes right now. We got past the brick wall in the greenhouse. Sorry, and so what that enabled, what that gave us was it revealed the journal of the traitorous blackmailing gardener. Okay. Before he was fired. He was the gardener before he was fired. But it didn't really give us a new puzzle or new clues to existing puzzles, new locations or anything like that. Unless I missed something, but I tried to be very thorough in my search. So, okay, our allowance is up to 73. So when we get over here, bullseye, we're at 31 of 40. So we need 9 more of these in order to get this trophy. We could also attempt for this trophy. Right now, I think I need more new locations because I don't think I can advance in the new clue puzzles until I get a metro map. And I haven't seen a metro map in any of my existing locations. And I have drafted and visited every single room of the house. Meaning, I don't think there's any room I can draft that, to my knowledge, contains a wall to break through or contains a, remaining secret to glean, right? Book to buy or, examine with magnifying glass or anything like that, other than there's a diary that needs a key, but that key's maybe in the tomb. So I think I need new locations. So in order to get new locations, there's possibly two ways to get new locations. I'm looking here to verify. I have no items because I did not have a moon pendant, so I'm not starting with any items. I'm not starting with any extra steps or extra gems or anything like that. I don't have a blessing today. Okay. So, excuse me. If I can get a tomb and get a burning glass down there and light those candles, maybe it will open up some wall sections and reveal some secrets, right? And maybe even a key to the diary that's in her ladyship's chamber, and that might progress me, further, right? Or I stumble across something that lets me know what the last door of 8 is, and I can get a sanctum key from there, but I don't know that to be, that seems a little more far-fetched. Or I get my 8th trophy, unlock the ability to buy blue tents in the gift shop, blue tents in the gift shop, deploy said blue tents, and those blue tents, progress me forward with new clues, new puzzles, or new locations, right? So that's why I am going to, let's see. I'm going to do shrine. I'm going to do blessing. I really want a tomb, but I didn't get a tomb. I will go ahead and do a blessing. But this time I'm going to attempt to engineer. I think I know the formula for the blessings. So let me figure out what blessing I want. and then try to engineer it. So I think it's 3-day blessing, I think, is the default minimum. And then I think you add 16 coins to whatever blessing amount you want for like a 4th day. I wonder if you add 32 coins, if it will give you a 5th day, right? So, looking at the blessings, we've got Blessing of the Dancer. You can use gems to rotate floor plans. That can be helpful sometimes, especially on days when I have a lot of gems and I need to rotate floor plans, or I'm going to get, dead-ended or, locked out in places. Blessing of the High Roller, get reroll whenever draft a shop room. And get 5 coin whenever you use reroll. Blessing of the Gardener adds 8 core yards to the draft pool. That can be good on days in which I have Florealis or something. Which I don't have every day, right? What is my current stars? My current stars is 51. I haven't done Observatory with more than 50 stars before. 50 turns stars into rerolls, but 51, I'm not sure what it's going to do. Blessing of the Chef, each different spread adds a dish to dining room. Blessing of the General, I know I don't want. Blessing of the Tinker. Blessing of the Berry Picker, I'm not super thrilled with. Blessing of the Monk, I'm not super thrilled with. Blessing of the Tinker helps us do experiments more often, but we've kind of wound down the usefulness of the lab experiments because we've gotten, I think, all the letters to the mailroom that we're going to get. So I don't think I need more experiments triggering. I think Blessing of the Dancer, using gems to rotate floor plans, can come in clutch at times. So how about we do 38 coins to try to get 5 days of Blessing of the Dancer. So that'd be, did I say 38? 16 times 2 is 32. Yeah, so 32 plus 2 would be 34. So let's do 34 coins and try to get Blessing of the Dancer for 5 days. See if this does what if I mathed everything correctly. Nope, 34. If I mathed everything correctly, this should be 2 times 16 should add 2 days. So it should be 5 days, and then 2 for Blessing of the Dancer. So 34. This should be Blessing of the Dancer for 5 days. Blessing of the Dancer for 5 days. So I have it. I've worked out the math on the shrine, so now I can do the shrine strategically. So I've got Blessing of the Dancer for 5 days. This is helpful if I get like Florealis and I start getting a lot of gems and stuff, then I can rotate rooms in the direction I need them to be. That can be very helpful, very powerful. So today getting a burning glass. If I can code check if I can get a burning glass and code check it, that would be for the day in which I get a tomb. That might be a thing to do. Otherwise, I'm like gonna try for trophies. So I'm just gonna try to get like, billiard room. So we're not gonna pass on the billiard room. So billiard room, and maybe try to do some dead end room. See, I don't know. get our observatory and see what our observatory tells us. So 12, 9 times 5 is 9 times 5 is 45, and then this says reverse the digits, so that's 54. Minus 3 is 51. 51 divided by 3 is 17, I think. Okay. 13 plus 10 is 23. Reverse the digits is 32. Minus 20 is 12. Plus 9 is 21. Reverse the digits is 12. Eight plus 6 is 14. Times 2 is 28. Reverse the digits is 82. Minus 1 is 81. Times 1 is 81. Reverse the digits is 18. There we go. And we're a little bit closer to that trophy. Okay. I could get some gems, but this will be net 0 on gems because that will cost a gem, and then I get a gem back. I could rotate this, which would give me a doorway here and a doorway here. But unless it rotates it the other way and gives me a doorway here and here, which would be less useful. I'm not in a pinch. I don't have a lot of extra gems at the moment, so I'm not going to rotate it just for the hell of it. I'll save the rotations like I would reroll die, like when I'm in a pinch. Okay. So security is good here. Because I'm going to change my security settings and start my lab experiment. And the doorways are both useful. Both useful doorways. I missed the trunk, which is the cursed coffers, which I'm not going to open. I have in the past, and it cursed me. Go figure. Duh. So we're going to set that to low. We're going to set offline mode to unlocked. Confirm that setting. Return to security menu. Log in to network. We're going to remote terminal into the lab. Start today's experiment. Hopefully some extra benefits for today. Maybe something gives us keys or gems. Or rerolls, I mean, you know. Whenever I eat an apple, I will gain a star, sure. It's not like the benefit I'm looking for today, but it is fine. there's the potential that when we do the if we get the observatory, that it's going to count as like, because we're at 51 stars, that it might be 50 plus 1, so it might do the inkwell where we can use stars to reroll, and then 1 might be whatever 1 is in my list. When I look at my collated notes, what's North Star, like 1 gold. So it might be, you know, so, so it might be something like Inkwell plus North Star rerolls and 1 gold is what we might get today. So I don't necessarily, we'll find out. Yep, okay. So this can be a dead-end room. I'm going to go ahead and do... I've only got 1 gem. Let's do the bedroom closet because it's a dead end anyway. So, and I'm not likely to do bedroom closet off a bedroom, unfortunately. Oh, okay. So this gave us a sledgehammer for opening trunks, and it gave us a gem, which is good. Okay, now we're just gonna move on up, which is a Jefferson's reference, if you remember Jefferson's from long ago, TV sitcom. 2 gems, but this gives me 1 gem and an extra doorway. I like the extra doorway right now. We'll probably see the parlor again anyway. Oh, and there's a trunk in here, or a chest, or I think they call them. So we got a 2nd gem anyway. So this is the better option, as it turns out. I'm going to move over. No, I'll pick this doorway. Garage is a dead end, but 3 keys. We might need keys. So I'll go ahead and do this and hope that I get up over here via this doorway or over here. Sometimes there's something extra. There doesn't seem to be this time. All right. There's also a couple safes somewhere that I haven't located. I don't know that there's one in this room, but and I need to identify a few more rooms with chess pieces, but I think they might be rooms I don't have on my floor plan yet, so don't know. So this is a case where I could spend a gem on the commissary, but also rotate it. I want a doorway up, so I could rotate these. Okay. So do I want a key or do I want the commissary? I want the commissary. I spent a couple gems I'm hoping it will sell me gems. It will sell me a few gems. Not a lot of gems, but it's not selling me sets of gems. Okay. So I'm now basically out of money. There's how many more keys? 2 more keys that could be bought if I get more money. Okay. I do not want to dead end, but I don't have the choice, because even if I rotate the observatory, regardless of how I rotate any of these, I can't do a redraw, so this is going to be a dead end regardless. So I might as well do the observatory benefit, and then I'm just going to have to hope to get over here through like the foundation to get over to here. Let's see what our observatory benefit is today. It is... Oh, okay, because you get a star whenever you come in, so it's the twins and the inkwell. So I was right about the inkwell, but it's the inkwell and the twins now. Okay. So, but we're otherwise dead-ended here, so I'm gonna have to backtrack over to here. Well, I want to do this room from the drawing room because this will give me a redraw. I don't want to do it from here. So, okay. Check this, make sure I haven't missed anything. 3 trunks. Nope, I haven't missed anything. Because one of those is the cursed coffers and the other 2 is in the entrance hall. But I have a sledgehammer now, so. Okay, so. Hallway. Courtyard. I like the hallway, but I do want to go up this direction. So I could do a free redraw, but I actually kind of want the hallway. So we're just going to do a rotate. And now that's pointed the correct direction. Could do the courtyard, but that costs me a gem. I wouldn't necessarily get a gem back, so we're gonna do this. Pick up this key, and then might as well go down here, do the trunks, and go over here before we try to go through this way. In case we get like reroll die out of the trunks or something. Okay, keys. Keys. Okay, so my limiting factor right now is no reroll die and few gems. So I will need some more gems. I do not have Florealis today. Spare bedroom. Oh, I have redraw. I don't have reroll die, but I can use stars to redraw, so. Okay. Let's do this. Get a few coin. Not super interested in coin at the moment. Yeah, let's do parlor, get a couple gems, or try to earn a couple gems, I should say. I've failed the parlor a couple times. When I'm not fully, thinking things all the way through, or when I'm just misclicking. The empty boxes both have true statements. Okay. This box contains the gems. Well, if this is true, then this is false. If this is true, if this is true, and the gems are here, then this has to be false. But if this is true, so the gems are not in the blue box either way. The blue box has a true statement. Well, if this is true, then the gems are not here. And this would be false, so the gems would be here. If this is false, the blue box has a false statement. So if this is false, and this is false, then this would have to be true. So if this is false, then both of these have to be true. This is true. Both of those have to be false, but if this is false, both of these would have to be true. They have to be empty. So false, false, true, works. Yep. Okay. We'll take a key. If I was trying to do the dead end challenge, I've got 1, 2, maybe 3 if it counts this one, but 1, 2 dead end rooms right now. And I'd need 18 more out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4 times 5, that's 20. So I'd have to have 18 more dead end rooms out of all of this. It's possible, but it would be difficult. But it might be the thing I need. Now that I've done the billiard room, I don't know what else to work for today other than try to do the dead end challenge. The dead end challenge is easier to do when the observatory gives me Draxus the Dead, which was a prior day but not today. So it literally might not be possible to do today. Because this doesn't count as a dead-end room. Even if I put it here, it doesn't count as a dead-end room. It's just a room that has a blocked doorway, but it's not itself a dead-end room. Don't necessarily want to spend gems to rotate. Let's redraw. We'll do the utility closet, and we'll do some utility closet shenanigans. Turn that off, turn that off, turn the garage on. Dark room, we're gonna leave on, then it will trip, and then we'll have to come back and turn it on again. Okay. So now I have to come back, and this is my only doorway. This might be a very short day. And if it's that short a day, I'll just roll into the next one, to be honest. Oh, I did the security thing already. I already changed the security thing, and so now that I've done this, I can use the elevator to get up to foundation. Okay, that's what I can do. I can get up to foundation from outside. Right. And I actually want to go to security and make security level high now that I've turned it off. Because I want security doors because I can get past them now. So let's do this. Okay. Confirm. Back. Exit. Okay. Cool. And then from here, I could go and open the garage door. I don't know what that does for me necessarily. It doesn't do anything unless I intend to go outside, so I won't do it at the moment, but I might end up doing it later. Well, it means from the outside I could come in over here versus foundation, is what it means, but that's... I'm going to leave it for the time being. So then we're going to go here. And because I can get to the foundation from outside, this can be a dead-end room, and that would be fine. But it doesn't have to be a dead-end room, so we'll do the kennel. Well, this will give me a doorway. Actually, we'll do the chapel because this will give me a doorway over here, which is helpful. I do have a shovel, so I could dig up. There were dig spots in the foundation, but also was there a dig... I don't think there was a dig spot in the garage today. I don't recall there being a dig spot anywhere else, right? Yeah, I don't think the shrine has one. The hovel did, but I don't have the hovel today. That was the prior day. Okay. I'm going to do secret passage and choose green, and I have a reason for it. I was kind of hoping to get the greenhouse again. Let's do redraw Solarium would be good. Yeah, I'll take the solarium. For reasons. But I really was hoping to get the greenhouse again because I busted open that wall and I just wanted to see if I wanted to look over those contents again, having stepped away for a few hours since the last time, since day 70. And look at it with fresher eyes and see if there was anything I had missed and like if I need a magnifying glass on anything. But I don't think it's worth the extra rerolls to try to get it, even though it should have appeared here because it should have been commonplace. So it should have been in the first selection of 3 because it's commonplace and it's on the perimeter. Then when I do a reroll, it should have been in the second selection of 3 because it's commonplace and on the perimeter. But for some reason, even though I made greenhouse commonplace, it's like it's not going to make the greenhouse commonplace. It's like, no, I'm not going to make the greenhouse commonplace. Nah, screw that. Screw you. Yeah, that's its attitude about that. I don't necessarily want the greenhouse to be commonplace anymore, but, you know, it is at the moment set to commonplace, so it should be behaving that way, and it's not, is the point. I don't have enough gems to get here, which is sad. I can do this. I could do that. I'm running out of gems, so let's not do 2 on the foyer. Okay, this is my only doorway. I gotta make it count. Silver key. Imaginarium, a doorway for each mechanical room. How many mechanical rooms do I have? Security is 1, utility closet's another, and it would count itself, so that's 3, but it's not 4. I don't want to spend 3 gems on the rotunda, though. Dark room would be 2 doorways, but I'd have to go back and turn the lights on, which is a lot of extra steps. So I think Mechanarium is probably the bet, because between security, utility closet, and itself, it should be as many doorways as the dark room is going to give me. Supposedly there's a lever in here, but maybe I need to get like a lever to the west, but I don't know how to reveal that lever, so I'm not worried about it at the moment. So, but supposedly somewhere in here is a lever. Maybe if I get another doorway, it would. If I did all 4 doorways, maybe it would show. So this is giving me a doorway here and here, essentially, it looks like, but not a doorway up. So we're gonna go over here first. Bad. Bad. Ugh. I'm gonna redraw. We'll take corridor. Music. Let's do. I'm gonna have an issue with feet soon. So let's go ahead and do the dining room. It's a waste of a door, I realize. But I don't know if I'm going to get dining room as a choice again. And I don't really need extra keys, but I don't want to spend gems right now. I could rotate the dining room, but that doesn't help me. It would still be just a doorway here. See, this is just basically giving me a doorway here, so there's no point in rotating it. We'll just take dining room. It's a less optimal, use for the dining room because it wastes a doorway, but we're going to live with it. It's better to have a dining room than not have a dining room at all. Now, this is decent because I can get past security doors. And that would save the West Wing Hall, which might have locked doors. So yeah, let's just do this. Each time I eat an apple, I haven't eaten an apple yet, right? No, I don't think so. All right. But I need to get up if I don't want to run out of, so I can go eat at the dining room if I don't want to run out of steps for the day. This would not let me get up. It would dead end me. This would let me spend gems to redraw, but I'm already spending gems to rotate. These would cost me gems. I could do a redraw here. I will take the study. Oh, it has this. Key card, which I no longer need. But a gem. And there's a gem in the safe. So that's one reason why I did the study, is because I knew I was going to have at least one gem in the safe. If nothing else. But it does mean that I might have to spend some redraws here to because here's a doorway and here's a doorway. But I need to... One moment. I'll be back. Okay, so what I'm attempting to do, so I could do vestibule, but it's going to lock a door behind me. I could redraw for a star. I could rotate the library, but I've got 13 keys at the moment, but this costs 2 gems. It would cost me 1 gem to redraw the floor plan. Or no, it would cost me a star to redraw floor plans. Let's spend a star and redraw a floor plan. That was a bad choice. We're going to spend another star and redraw a floor plan. Okay, I guess I should have gone with the vestibule, but instead we're going to go with the cloister. Ouch. For 3 gems. Or I could rotate. For 1 gem, I could rotate the Mount Holly gift shop. That might be the better thing to do. Rather than 3 gems on a cloister for these 2 doorways, I could rotate the gift shop. So let's... 1 gem to rotate. And now we're going to do the gift shop. Okay. Here's a key. I only have 20 coin. I could potentially get more coin, but I also want the doorway. So I'm just going to take the showroom for 2 gems. And it has a moon pendant. So I'll take the moon pendant. Yeah, because, yeah, moon pendant's good. Use a key. Aquarium costs a gem, but it's in an orientation I like. Gymnasium is also a decent orientation, but it costs extra steps. I'm gonna get my dinner bell either way. I'm not going to spend a gem to rotate the gymnasium, obviously. So it's either the aquarium. So do I want a doorway here or do I want a doorway here? That's the question. I have a doorway over here. And I have a doorway over here. So I think I can get over to this side via these doorways, maybe. So getting over here and up here via the aquarium might be more important. So we're just going to do the 1 gem on the aquarium. And that signals the dinner bell. So what I should be able to do is mailroom would give me items, but I'm not likely to use those items today, so I don't necessarily want to do mailroom. Unless I'm really close to the, how many dead-end rooms do I have? I have 1, 2. Secret passage, I think, counts as a dead-end room. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And I would need 13 more. And I have this much space. No, it's not going to happen. It's just not going to happen. Because I'd have to have ways to get to where I could put those. It's a waste of a treasure map. But that's fine. I was really hoping, I spent gems. I was really hoping to get gems out of these trunks, and I didn't. So I'm probably going to run out of gems. I could buy something else at the showroom, but I don't think there's a, I couldn't afford an emerald bracelet. I think I could buy a silver spoon is what I could buy. I'm going to spend a gem on the conservatory because basically I need to draft the conservatory whenever I can. Make sure it does not have a special flower. Sometimes there's a special flower in the solarium or whatever, even when, or the greenhouse, even when it's not a Florealis day, but okay. So the laundry is rare. I'm going to make it standard because it's a dead end room and I want to have a day where I can get some dead end rooms. I'm going to leave that commonplace. Rotunda. I'm going to leave the rotunda as rare. Conference room, there's nothing here, and we have not opened the doorway, nor do we have an allowance quest, so it's probably pointless. Oh, why did I come back here? I meant to go from here down to here, and I came back here for wasted steps. Oh well, I wasted steps. That's what I did. So we're going to come here and then go to dining room. So a showroom. I could buy silver spoon so I get plenty of steps from the dining room. Why not? Well, there is a reason why not, but because then now the moon pendant will maybe give me a silver spoon instead of one of these other things. But even if it does, that's not necessarily a bad thing to have at the start of the day, a silver spoon. So let's pick. Oh, I only have one gem. I was going to go pick this door, but I only have one gem. So let's go here, eat our meal. And I have the aquarium, so I'm going to get 30, but I should get 60. So I'll have plenty of steps. Yeah, I have plenty of steps now. I'm going to run out of doorways and gems before I run out of steps. I'm going to come over here because this is a lower rank than this, so... I don't need a vault today. It's a dead-end room, but honestly, I can't do the... We already determined that I can't do the dead-end room challenge. I can't do these anyway. I can't do this anyway. I don't have enough gems. I don't want to spend the gem on that, so we're just going to do this one. Unless I want to redraw. But honestly, at this point, I don't know what I'm looking for today. I don't know what more I would do with the day, right? I might just be freezing at this point is not super beneficial. I could do quest bedroom, and then I could try to open up this doorway here via like a great hall or something. Sure, why not? It's an allowance quest would be a very slim thing for the day, basically. We did a billiard room right straight off, very first room, and that was probably what we really accomplished today. Everything else is just kind of, you know, ancillary to that or supplemental to that. Pantry lets me continue on here, and I'm looking for like a hallway or something that would I need a lever. I need this lever, which supposedly exists in the mechanarium, but I haven't been I don't know how to find it in the mechanarium, so I'm looking for I need a secret garden essentially. Or I have to get all the way around over here, do a great hall and get all the way around over here. But probably I just want to come over here and see if I can get a secret garden. Ballroom costs 2 gems, sets my gems to 2. Every time I walk through it, though. I could rotate this, which should point it that way for 1. I could do that for 1 gem. Or I could just redraw for a star. Keys, but it costs both gems, and then I wouldn't have any gems, and I think the secret garden is going to require some gems. Unless this gives me the secret garden key. We'll just try. And, oh, there it goes. It gives me the secret garden key. And a regular key. So now this... I'm gonna redraw. Okay, Great Hall is fine. Because then what I'll do is I'll immediately just go over here and use the secret garden key. And then dig up these spots, which is kind of pointless. We're getting to the end of, towards the end of this day. I'm just going to do an allowance quest is what I'm going to do. Yeah, we want to open this one. While we're here, we'll do the responsible thing and open the other one as well. I've got plenty of steps, so I don't really need to worry about it, but I'm going to go ahead and do it anyway. Because it's just kind of lazy not to. It's just like an extra few minutes. It doesn't cost us extra steps. It's just an extra few minutes real world time to not be lazy and do both the doors. I don't know why Grand and Uncle Herbert thought these access levers were more secure than like a security door with a key card. Because basically anyone who has access to these rooms has access to the security levers. So without any gems, I know I can walk all the way back here and do the allowance quest because I have the quest bedroom already. So I have the allowance quest. So now I'm just like, what else to do, right? So let's just let's see what else there is to do. Don't have a gem, so if I had a gem, I'd do the locker room, but you know, I don't, so I won't. Okay, some reroll die, some coins. Okay. I don't know that any of the globes do anything other than just spin for the fun of it. Like, I don't know if there's a puzzle involved in that at all. If they just spin for the fun of it. And then what do we got over here? Use a key. Don't have any gems, so we're going to do a dark room. I could waste a lot of steps and turn the lights on in the dark room, but I don't think I'm even going to bother with that. My last doorway. I'll redraw. And take the middle one. It's a pump room. I'll spin the last redraw. Why not? Gymnasium, sure, why not? That just saves me the real world time of going all the way back around over here, right? 21 coins is not enough to buy anything more out of the showroom, so I'm just doing an allowance quest today. I'm not going to pick up the basement key because I don't want the moon pendant to keep it. So we did moon pendant, so we're going to get to keep 2 of these items. We did an allowance quest. So allowance is up to 75. We used the conservatory. We didn't change rarity a lot from those selections, but you know, every time we do it, we get different selections. So next time we'll get different selections. We solved the billiard room, which works towards that trophy. So we're going to call this a day. We never did to eat an apple. We never ate an apple all day. Okay, so we're going to call it we are at 45 stars, which is not 50. So we won't have stars for rerolls come the next day, but we might get Florealis back. You know, who knows? Or we might get Draxus the Dead back and actually be able to do maybe a run on the dead end rooms. I think to do the dead end rooms, I basically have to scaffold across like to here, and then like go up and dead end on like the sides, and then like dead end into the middle or whatever. So I'd have to have a lot of straight up rooms, you know, on B and D, or have straight up rooms on A and E and A, C, and E and do like dead end rooms from there. But the point is it's a challenge. It's really difficult to plan that out. But we're going to call it a day. So this, thank you for being with me for day 71. I am going to, okay, this is Mount Holly Garden Shopping Center. 4 green rooms, 4 shop rooms. Total rooms 42. Rank reached 9. Steps taken 84. Items found 10. Okay. Outer Room Shrine. So we've got blessing for the next 4 days still of being able to use gems to rotate runes, which can be very powerful. Especially if we end up with Florealis on a day and we're getting a lot of gems, and you know, Florealis in green rooms and we're getting a lot of gems. Like if we can get like, well, I want Tomb, right? Because I want to get Burning Glass to light the candles in the Tomb. But if we don't get Tomb and we get instead, what's the one that? No, it was a blessing that would give us extra courtyards, which we're not going to have multiple blessings at the same time. So never mind. All right, this was day 71. Thank you for being with me for day 71. We'll see you for day 72. To be honest, you might see this combined with day 72 into a single video. I'll wait to see how long day 72 ends up being before I produce the video. So this might be in a video by itself, or it might be in a video combined with day 72. I'll find out later. Okay? Have a good one. And bye. Hello, so let's get going on to day 72 of Blueprints. So, day 70, we finally got a power hammer and finally were able to break through the brick wall of the greenhouse with a power hammer and revealed those secrets. Day 71 didn't really accomplish much. Increased our allowance. We also we're starting with 2 items: a coin purse and a compass, because of each time you collect 3 coins, earn an additional 1 coin in interest. So that helped with our allowance today, because it basically, our allowance is at 75, but because of the coin purse, we got an extra 25 out of it, so we're at 100 coin. I've done a showroom run already, so I don't need a whole lot of coin at the moment, but Well, and we've got Blessing of the Dancer for 4 more days. So while drafting, we may pay gems to spend floor plans, which is helpful because there are days when we end up with like a lot of gems, but more gems than we need. But we really need to turn some floor plans so that we don't get blocked out, cut off from the rest of the house when we're trying to draft. I'm not liking these options. I want the tomb again. And I feel like these are very samey options that I've been getting lately. I keep getting the schoolhouse. I'm done with the schoolhouse. I've done the diploma trophy. I'm really done with that. So I don't have extra steps. So I don't really want to do the hovel. Well, here would be the reason to do the hovel. Because that would let me spend the gems I do get on floor plan rotation, but it would mean that I would have to have a plan for getting more steps. I'm trying to, so I think like root cellar rooms in house are more likely to contain dig spots today. That's not super helpful necessarily. Hovel might run me out of steps, but I'll go ahead and do it. Does it have a dig spot today? Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. It does not today. That's fine, whatever. There wasn't like an item or anything. Okay. So I won't need gems to draft floor plans, but I can use gems to rotate floor plans. I can't do burning glass in the tomb because it's not giving me the tomb. It's been numerous days since the last time it gave me the tomb as an option. So I need to work on seeing if I can get the billiard room and maybe do some dead-end rooms. Try to do dead-end rooms today. But that really depends upon me maybe getting, if I can, we'll see what the observatory gives me. Do I do a dead-end room now and then just try to get over here to do another, like, dead-end room or something? I don't know. Or do I get a couple more gems for room rotation? I can't do a redraw at the moment. So it's either parlor for 2 gems or just dead-end right now. I'm going to dead-end right now. Okay, we're getting car keys, which will be helpful if we get a garage. And this is probably a mistake to dead end right now, to be honest. But it's the mistake I've made, essentially. So now I'm going to do this because, well, what I could do is I could rotate this conference room with a gem. But I'm fine with the chapel charging me a coin to go through, and then I don't have to spend a gem on rotation, because then that will give me a doorway back over here. Not seeing anything extra here at the moment. So I want to get over here. I'm going to rotate these because I don't want one doorway up. I want a doorway over here, so I'm going to rotate. I really wanted it to rotate where it was going to be a door here and a door here. I'm not going to spend my last gem trying to rotate again. So let's do the den. Okay. And then conference room and West Wing Hall are both good. I'll do the conference room. Yeah. And then let's see if we can get a dead-end room down here in this corner. I can. It's at the cost of doing a conservatory, but I'll go ahead and do it. Basically, I don't have any other goal to work on today, so I mean, if I get a billiard room, I'll do the billiard room, obviously. But otherwise, it's like I don't know what to do today other than try to go for the dead end room trophy, right? Let's do the conservatory and get that benefit. See what that benefit is today. We have 46 steps. So sale, gems, key, apples are more delicious. Rooms with 4 doors are more common today, which kind of is counterproductive to our, probably shouldn't have clicked on it. I probably should not have clicked on this because that's counterproductive to our trying to do a dead end rooms today, right? So I just shouldn't have clicked on that. I should have thought through. I have 1 key. I cannot afford to lose half my steps. So I guess we're going to do the cloister for 9 steps. Ouch. Well, I could do... I could do Great Hall and just leave it for the time being and then come do this area and see if I get more keys. Or I could spend my 1 redraw here. See, I can get to here from here, so I don't need this doorway. I need this doorway. But 9 steps is pretty steep. Okay, I'm going to do the Great Hall and probably regret it, but we're not going to walk into it yet because I've only got 1 key and all of those are going to be locked. So I'm going to go here and go. Let's see what we can do over here. Secret passage is a waste. Reading nook is a waste. Unless we rotate. Well, reading nook would connect over to here, but then I'd have just this 1 doorway essentially. It'd give me another key. But what I really want to do is I don't want to do archives, even though it would connect me here, because then I'd be kind of blind the rest of the. I'd be third blind the rest of the day. If I rotate, then I can get a door going out here. Yeah. It's tricky. I'm gonna rotate. Yeah. I don't want weight room, so we're gonna do parlor. But I'm not going to walk into it yet. I'm going to come down here first and try to fill out this area. I've done a lot of rooms and I have one dead-end room. This is not looking good for the challenge. For today's challenge, right? No, I did a quest bedroom. I did 2 dead-end rooms, here and here. I do want to get over here. So let's do the corridor. No, we'll do the spare bedroom. Spare bedroom sometimes has an extra item in it. It does not today. Commissary would give me a doorway here. If I do the mailroom, I get items, and this is a dead end. But I won't necessarily be able to get back around here to fill in this area. I'm just being wasteful. But keys is good. But now I have this doorway, and then I'd have to go back over here using a lot of steps to use keys over there, so. I'm going to the chapel regardless. I've got 4 keys, so I can guarantee getting through here. Over here. I'm going to work this side first and try to get back maybe over here. Or more doorways. Connect a foundation or something. But let's get, let's do this. This box is not empty. That's true or false. All statements that contain the word gems are false. That's true or false. Well, all statements that contain the word gems are false. Well, this has the word gems, right? So that would mean that this is false. If this is true, this is false. So this has to be false. This box contains gems. So this has to be false. If this were false, then this would be true, which is a contradiction of the fact that it is false. So, wait a minute. All statements that contain the word gems are false. This is false. So if this was false, this has to be false. So if this was false, that would be true. So this has to be true. Okay. Ouch. That hurts. I do not want either of these two rooms. So I will take the rotunda, but it's 9 steps, and that hurts a lot. I need to do this because I need to head down here. Plus, I want to potentially buy out the commissary. But I'm running short in steps, so. Take a magnifying glass just in case I end up needing it. Shovel might help me get keys. Set of gems, sure. I'm gonna save the rest of my money. Ooh, I can't go this way. Well, that sucks. This is gonna be a short day. That sucks really hard. Don't want archives. Man, I really wish I hadn't clicked on that cross in the observatory. I really need to pay attention and not just click on every constellation. I got to pick and choose. Solarium would be a dead-end room, but then I can't get to this area. I want dead-end rooms more along the perimeter. But I will do it for a reason. basically, there's some dead-end rooms that are rare and stuff. So rare and unusual. So if I don't do the solarium now, I might not get the choice later. So I'm gonna have to hope that this can come branch out around over here. I'm gonna have to hope that I can get past the security door at some point to fill in this area. And now I have to use the rotunda and connect this back to this. So we'll need to click it one more time. This might end up being a wasted day, to be honest. Until we get a tomb, I feel like I really need burning glass in the tomb to proceed forward on puzzle information, and I just haven't been able to manage that. But until I get a tomb, it's hard to work on that. God, the weight room kills. I do want a locksmith, but not right this second. Not right here. I'm going to redraw. Passageway, doorway here and here for 6 steps. Corridor, only door here. And then see, this is a better position for the vestibule. Because there's more plate that it faces. Now let's go over here. Foyer hallway doors are always unlocked. Vestibule is a hallway, right? Great Hall is a hallway, so let's do that. That should save on some keys. Utility closet is a way we might get past this doorway here. Now, if I do the utility closet, I won't be doing anything here. I don't have a redraw, so kitchen can go here, or it can point here if I rotate it. Laundry room would be a dead end. These cost steps. I could buy food here. I'm going to do the utility closet. I'm probably going to run out of steps, to be honest. Now, I have not yet done a computer terminal, so I can't get past this door until I can get to a computer terminal. Let's hope that this retroactively unlocked all the vestibule doors. I don't have a dining room yet. Okay, this would give me a computer, but it's going to cost 6 steps. We'll try. If I spread gold, it's all going to go to the conference room. I'll spread gold just because. And now I'm going to log in. I'm going to go to security, not to the lab. Remote terminal access. Security. Yes. I'm running out of steps so quickly today. 4 gems, 32 coins. Some of that's going to be in the Great Hall, whose doors should be unlocked now. Key card system. Hi. Because we're going to change offline mode to unlocked. Confirm setting. Okay. And pick up this gem. Oh, I should have rotated this office to point this direction. I missed that opportunity. I should have, when I drafted the office, I should have rotated it to point this way, and I fucked up and did not do that. I need to try for a dining room or a kitchen. Okay. Key. I'm running out of steps. So if I go here, then the dining room will be primed and, oh no, not, I didn't mean to go here. I meant to go here. Shit. I'm gonna do garage. Shit, 3 steps. Shit. Let's do storeroom and maybe we can do garage. Oh. This is just going to be a wasted day. I'm not being careful enough. I'm not being careful enough. I literally, like, knew I needed to go this way first. Okay. Fuck. It has to be the archives because I can't afford this. This would be 5 steps. This would be 9. This makes things more difficult, but doesn't cost us extra steps. I don't have a dining room yet. I need a dining room. Or dining room or kitchen. Let's try to go over here, because the only way we're going to do this area of the house is to go through this doorway. Let's rotate the Mount Holly gift shop. Today is such a waste. If I do showroom, maybe I can buy a moon pendant, but I didn't do anything today because I haven't gotten a billiard room, so today is just completely wasted. Today is a nothing day. Nothing accomplished day. I have to try for this one. And look at that. It's the weight room. Half my steps, jeez. I need a dining room. That is the bunk room. I do not have a sleeping mask, so I don't want to walk into it. I'm not going to walk into it. This one I will walk into because then we will have done something today. We'll solve this and this will be something that we will have done. Sure there's so that's not a completely wasted day, just mostly wasted. So 7. Ooh, this is not 18, this is 1/3 of 18, which is 6. One third of 1, so a third, times 9, so 3. A third of 1 plus a third of 20. So that's 21 divided by 3. That's 20 plus 1 over 3 is 7. They're trying to get tricky on us. Okay. If this does not give us food, we will be SOL. So the pantry will give us maybe an apple, which is a few steps. But not enough to do anything with. So I need this to be the dining room, which it's not likely to be. It is not. So we're not going to walk into it. I have 3 steps. 1, 2, 3. With our shoes, can we run over here and try these doorways with the running shoes that we have? No, it's going to end our day. Okay. That was the second shortest day ever. All right, so we're calling it a day for day 72. I'm going to immediately continue on to day 73 because that was that other than we did the billiard room at the very end, that was a rather unproductive day. Mount Holly Corporate Inn of the Dead. Conference room, office, mail room, 5 bedrooms, 11 dead-end rooms. Total rooms 31. Rank reached 8. Steps taken 46. Items found 5. I needed a dining room. It didn't show up. We had 11 dead-end rooms, but we needed 8 more. So I would need to put some here and some here, and I could have put at most 1 in this corner here. Right? Yeah, at most in this corner I could have gotten 1. Over here, in theory, I could have gotten 3, like on down this way and gone 1, 2, 3. Yeah. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I could have gotten 3 into this area, maybe 1 into this area for 4. And then I could have done 1, 2 more in this area, potentially. So the most I could have done is 6 more for 17. So yeah, I didn't have enough space to do all 20. Even if I had gotten, you know, the dining room, I would not have been able. Getting 20 dead-end rooms is difficult, planning-wise. But we're going to go on today. We're going to continue on to day 73. All right, so if you've skipped ahead to this chapter of the video, this is day 73 of Blueprints. The only thing I wasted a lot of resources and mailroom items and everything. The only thing on day 72, the only thing we accomplished day 72 was we did a billiard room puzzle, right? But we wasted a lot of resources. We wasted the items that the moon pendant gave us on day 72. We started with 2 items, and we wasted all of that. We have the blessing of the dancer for today and 2 more days following. No items. We need to do the billiard room 7 more times, which is more likely to happen, this is more likely to happen trophy-wise than this trophy of drafting, to be honest. But we won't do this until we run through days and, you know, solve billiard room puzzles, so we got to try. Every day we try. Every day we try. And most days we fail to accomplish our goals. Right? Right. Okay. Let's see. If it gives us a tomb, I have to try very, very, very hard to get a burning glass and back to the tomb. It is giving us a tomb. Okay. So we're going to take the tomb, and I'm going to go down and I'm going to unseal the door so that we can get back via the foundation. I'll take the money. I'm not super interested in the money. I just need to come here and unseal the door to here. Okay, we need a burning glass today, guys. The tomb doesn't come up all that often. So now that it's here, I need to make the most of today and get a burning glass. Let's make it happen. Let's make it happen. So I need a workshop, a magnifying glass, and a metal detector. That's what I need today. So first opportunity, we're going to draft a commissary, try to buy it out. And, you know, anyway. Let's start with a dining room, because it will give us more doorways. I'll pick this up so we can eat our lunch later. All right, we're definitely doing the commissary. It's not giving me a magnifying glass or a metal detector. This is going to be a wasted tomb day. A wasted tomb day. It's a wasted tomb day. Because if it's not even going to sell us one of the two items we need, what are the chances that we're going to find the others? So now I need like walk-in closet and attic and all, you know, all kinds of things. And a workshop and keys and everything else under the sun. So we're going to do corridor. That would let me buy keys. It would use my one remaining gem, though. Spare bedrooms, that's gonna let me get up a little higher. Boudoir, we can get a gem. Make sure there's nothing else just lying around like a sleeping mask or anything. Because we have already previously opened the safe, so we're just going to take that gem. Now we have 2 gems and go over here. Gallery would dead end us into this, but we would get gems and a key that dead ends. This would cost a gem and let us go up. I'm going to take the resources from the gallery because I don't want to spend the gem here. And if I can connect to the foundation, I can... A doorway here and a doorway here are about the same. It does mean backtracking. I fully realize. I just have this sinking feeling that I'm wasting a tomb day because I won't be able to do the burning glass. So frustrating. There was a couple of days when I could do burning glass, but there was no tomb. So in the future, what I might need to do is when I get a burning glass, code check it. And then next time I get a tomb, you know, prioritize getting code check, right? So let's try to fill in this area. I'm going to secret passage to green. Because if I'm going to get a metal detector, it might be like in a courtyard or something. And it's not giving me courtyard as an option. I have a shovel, but I don't want to spend my last 3 gems right now. I could, for 1 gem, I could rotate this around. But if it rotates, it could rotate into an equally bad position. So I either do this. It sucks. I wanted courtyard. This might help me get an attic or something. And if I get an attic, I probably won't have the items that I need, but you know, I've got to try. I've got to try, and that's all I'm doing is I'm trying. It's frustrating. Well, that'll dead end me. Well, I can't even afford that, but that'll dead end me. So let's do this. There's the courtyard. Let's rotate the courtyard. No, because the courtyard costs a gem. So if I rotate it to get a doorway over here, I will have spent both my gems. So we're just going to do the courtyard the way it is. Okay, there's a metal detector. Now I need a magnifying glass and a workshop. I don't have anything presently checked, so we're not going to do that. Let's do this for the doorways. Okay, some extra coin. Make sure there's just not a magnifying glass sitting around. I don't think there is. Let's go here. Let's do... Let's do observatory. All right. Dead end rooms. Okay, Florealis, Sale. And I will increase the frequency of dead end rooms because attic, walk-in closet are both dead end rooms. So. All right, speaking of walk-in closet, so we'll go ahead and do that. No, I don't have any gems. Shit, I have no gems, so I have to do this. Well, that sucked. It offered me a walk-in closet and I didn't have gems for it. Okay, now conference room. And I don't have any, this is my only doorway well no, this is a doorway right here. So before I go, let's try going, before I go here, I'm gonna come back and go here. What is this going on about? Oh, coins right here. I'm wasting steps. Okay. Mailroom's not delivering a package, so I don't want it. Office would be computer. None of these are going to let me go through this way. None of these are helpful. I can't do the office anyway. I only have one gem. Let's see if let's do the... Could the bunk room have a magnifying glass just laying in it? Not likely. Mailroom doesn't have a delivered package, but I can request a package for a future day, so let's do that. This is just, today's a waste. So we're just gonna set ourselves up for a better future day when we do mailroom. And now I have to come all the way back here, and this is my last doorway. Wow. This sucks. I have tomb, and I'm not going to be able to do anything useful. Oh, coins are appearing here because we have the tomb, so whenever I do a dead-end room, 5 coins would go to the tomb, but they're going to come here instead. Got it. In this particular case, oh shit, I don't have enough gems to do the ballroom. So I'm going to dead end, regardless of what I do. Dead end. I don't have a computer terminal. If I had a computer terminal, I could go here, turn off power, and then come back up the foundation, but I don't have a computer terminal anywhere. If I had 2 gems, I would do ballroom, and then just continue on, but nope. This was a very short, stupid day. Stupid day. Useless, really useless, waste of a tomb day. Stupid, stupid day. Horrible, awful day. There is... There is nothing I can do. Alrighty, I'm gonna call it a day. It was a waste. An absolute waste. Day 73 sucked. Alright, we're gonna call it. And guess what, folks? I'm going to roll right into... Okay, so Mount Holly, Cozy Cottage. Total rooms 18. Rank reached 4. Steps taken 43. Items found 3. And I'm going to roll right into day 74 because 73 was so short. 72 was short. 73 was short. I will be right back. So for those tuning in, this is a string of very short, unproductive days. And we are now on to day 74. I will be right back. I got an Amazon delivery I need to bring in inside. I am back. Alrighty, how are we gonna fail today? Ugh. All right. We didn't even get a billiard room that day, did we? The one we just finished. Total waste of a day. Total and a real waste of having a tomb. We don't... tomb doesn't come up all that often, generally speaking, and we wasted it. Now we have Blessing of the Dancer for today and tomorrow, or today and the next day, where we can spend gems to rotate rooms. See, not tomb. Special items, maybe I can... Okay, with these items, with the metal detector, now if I can get a magnifying glass in a workshop, maybe I can make the burning glass and put it in the coat and put in a coat check. Maybe. God, this game. So frustrating. Okay. It took forever to get a tomb again, and then it just like froze us out of, you know, stuff. Like I did a commissary and it like wasn't giving anything useful. All right, we're going to do the conservatory because we should. Oh, okay, there's a coin right there. Security standard is Actually, we want security to be commonplace because we want it early in the day. Aquarium, unusual. It costs a gem to draft. Counts as every color room. We'll make that standard. Rumpus room is standard. I'm going to make it rare. I don't really need the rumpus room anymore, I don't think. So we'll make that rare. Okay. I'm just trying to, if I don't do the utility closet when it comes up, it may not come up again. And what I need is, now I need security or some computer terminal. I want items, I want magnifying glass. This is probably not going to have a magnifying glass, but right now I can't do foyer, so I need to do this and get a key. I can't run myself out of doorways immediately. And I'm got only 2 right now, so as I said, don't want to run myself out of doorways immediately. Let's see. Bedroom closet would give me 4 items because it's off of a bedroom, so let's do that. Even though that will leave me with only 1 doorway. And none of these items are a magnifying glass, of course. But I got a reroll die. And a silver key. So now I got to make the most of this 1 doorway. Courtyard. Chapel's fine. Chapel goes where I need it to go. Parlor, I could earn a couple gems and come over here, but this gives me a couple doorways. And I need more doorways. No extra item in here today. Let's go over here. Actually, let's go over here first to see if we can get to foundation. I am going to rotate the hallway so I can connect to foundation. I would have preferred it going this way, but I'm not going to rotate it again. Okay, so now I've got a few doorways. Before I walked in here, I should have just gone ahead and done this doorway, but it is what it is. Security, and I'm fine with this orientation because this, I got a doorway here, so we'll do this, then I'll have no more gems. But I can at least Okay, I haven't missed anything. Keycard system I've turned off. So now let's change this to high. Let's change offline mode to unlocked, which is what makes high work for us. And then let's do log into network. And let's start an experiment at the lab. We want to set our dice to 2. Each time we've got a shovel, so every time we find some trash while digging, sure. Okay. Now let's see what this doorway does for us. Green rooms do not cost gems to draft, but it would dead end us. Parlor, I don't have any gems, so I can't swing anything around. So let's do West Wing Hall. Actually, let's do this because, well, where can I get gems? Parlor would give me 2 gems, but it dead ends me in that direction. So I'm going to do the West Wing Hall, but I'm not going to step in it yet. I'm going to backtrack and like go over here. There are reasons. I'm not going to do this yet because I don't have gems, so. So I can't do the courtyard, but I can do the parlor. So we're going to do the parlor. And I need to earn these 2 gems. I need to not screw this up. All right. This box is empty. That's true or false. The puzzle is harder than it. This puzzle is harder than it seems. That's true or false. This box is empty. This box is empty. So if both of these are true, then the gems are in here. They can't both be false because gems can't be in both of these boxes. So if this is false and the gems are here, then this is true. And this is... So true, true, false. Neither of these can be distinguished from each other, so I think the gems have to be here. So this was true, and this was false. The puzzle is not harder than it seemed. So now we need to go this way and dig up some dirt to get some reroll die. Oh, I don't have a shovel? I thought I had a shovel. Oops. So I said if I dig up trash because I thought I had a shovel today. So I'm not going to be getting extra reroll die. My bad. I have a sledgehammer. I don't have, and a metal detector. I do not have a shovel. At least not yet. Commissary hasn't come out yet. So. Yeah, we can do a silver key here. This I can get through. Dining room, I don't need at the moment, but I will need at some point to eat probably. So let's go ahead and do this. And then, what's this room? Mechanarium would have how many doors? 1, 2, 3. It's going to have 3 doorways. We have not done the observatory yet today. So we don't have Florealis or anything like that yet. Let's do the Mechanarium. Okay. That's not a doorway I wanted, Mr. Mechanarium. Package has been delivered. Will that package contain a magnifying glass? Well, let's find out. Okay. It does not contain a magnifying glass. It contains sleeping mask and a couple keys, but not a magnifying glass. Well, that's a shame. We have yet to do commissary, so if we could get commissary, maybe the commissary will sell a magnifying glass today. And remember, we don't have the tomb, so we're just trying to get the components for a burning glass, get the workshop, make the burning glass, and then put the burning glass in a coat check, if we could get a coat check. In other words, we're going to just fail at everything today. This is going to be another nothing gets done day. Nothing, you know. This is going to be another useless day, is what I'm saying. Okay, so billiard room will make it not a useless day because we will solve the billiard. Let's solve the billiard room puzzle. And then we're one step closer to that trophy at least. So, 1. 3rd of 15 is 5. A 3rd of 12 is 4. A 3rd of 10 is something or other. Is 3 1/3 is what it is. 3 1/3 times 3 is, oh, well, it's 10, right? Because we are taking 10, dividing it by 3 to get a 3rd, and then multiplying by 3. So we're back at 10, which squared is 100, minus a 3rd of 3, which is 1, which is 99, divided by 11 is 9. Secret passage costs a gem. I don't have a whole lot of gems at the moment, so let's not do that. Because I don't know what color I would want. I want a commissary to just come up on its own without me having to spend, because the commissary costs a gem anyway. So I don't want to do secret passage for a gem and then pick gold and just to get a commissary. It should just give us the option of the commissary at some point in time. Okay, so we got high enough that it gave us the lunch. Okay. Let's do... We'll select courtyard, but we're not going to go there yet. I'm going to come here. Wine cellar would dead end me, but give me 3 gems. Courtyard might have a trunk, but that trunk is not likely to have a magnifying glass. I already have a metal detector. It could give me a shovel. I don't really care about shovels today. Other than if I have a shovel, I can dig up rubble and get reroll die. But I only have 2 gems at the moment, so it would take one of my gems. I really can't... I need... I'm just going to do the wine cellar and get the 3 gems because I need to keep... I need to have gems for a commissary when it comes up. I need to have gems for an attic, which I don't have enough for yet. Oh. Key blends into the artwork. Okay. And now we will go over here. I'm going to do the gymnasium. I'm not super happy about it, obviously, but I'm going to do it nevertheless. All right. Observatory costs a gem, but I have 5 gems now, so let's see what the observatory benefit is today. At 48 stars. More gems, yes. A key, yes. Slice, more steps. Apples are more delicious. Sail, yes. This is not the cross. What is this? Another diamond. Okay. So that's all stuff that's useful today. So now I have plenty of gems at the moment. Good, good, good. I still need a commissary, though. I'm gonna rotate the den. I have a sledgehammer, but I haven't seen any chests today. So Garage would be 1 gem for 3 keys. Pantry would head me down here. I'm gonna take the keys for the 1 gem. I do not have car keys today. I don't think there's any other extra item here today. I don't have a shovel. Okay. I need a commissary, workshop. Don't need an office. But I don't want a dead end. This is my only door up. Okay, so I have some redraws from the classroom. So let's redraw. I don't think there's any more in the drafting studio to do. 2 gems for some more doorways, but let's... redraw. Workshop. Broken lever, I do not need today. Don't have a magnifying glass. I need to get a magnifying glass. Gift shop gives me some doorways. Let's rotate this so I have a door up. Okay. I was hoping it would, at any rate, it doesn't matter. We will take this. And then office might have a magnifying glass, but I need to save those gems. So office would cost 2 gems. It has a gem in it. So it would cost me 1 gem. If I spread coin, it would all go to the conference room, but I don't really need a lot of money today. We're not going to walk into it yet, because I don't think it's going to have a magnifying glass in there. I'll walk in and verify that there's no items, no magnifying glass, nothing. Okay. Waste of steps. Okay. Fine, fine, fine. Come over here. Well, this sucks. I'm going to redraw. And we can eat dinner back at the dining room, which is here. I have a sleeping mask, so this would be 10 steps once. This is 10 every time I enter after I do a architecture room. Have I done any of those rooms today? Reading nook. So this is 10 steps with the possibility of more. This is spend a gem for another doorway. I have these two doorways here. I have no rerolls. No magnifying glass. Alrighty. Might as well eat. It's fine. We're gonna just go ahead and have dinner now, so I have plenty of steps. And then my steps won't matter because I have only a couple doorways left and no reroll die. And I don't have a shovel, so I don't have a way to get reroll die. When I chose my experiment, for some reason, I thought I had a shovel, but I don't. I still haven't seen a commissary. I have a workshop, so if I could get a commissary and it sold me a magnifying glass, I could make the burning glass, but then I'd also need a coat check. So I need a coat check and and maybe a commissary or an attic or something. But I don't have any reroll dice, so the likelihood of me getting what I need for today to be useful is beyond. I mean, I solved a billiard room puzzle, so it's not a complete waste, but in order for it to be useful beyond that, a lot of lucky things would have to happen. No. So we'll just do this. And then over here and get some random room that won't be what I need. I will do this because a commissary would cost a gem. But of course it's not a commissary. Now there is a trunk here, and I can open it. And there's a silver key and a gem. No shovel, no reroll die, no nothing. But I can come over here. We'll do the coat check. Drawn room, if I did drawn room, then I might be able to like redraw into what I need. But since I need two things, I need coat check and I need magnifying glass, so we'll do the coat check. And I just won't walk into it yet. Well, I have the steps, so I just walk in, I look around, and go, oh, look. Nothing useful yet. Okay. So one more doorway to get a magnifying glass. Not good odds, to say the least. Well, this won't have a magnifying glass. This won't have a magnifying glass. Boudoir could have a random item drop. It's not going to, but it could. So, I'll walk in here. No magnifying glass. Magnifying glass! Holy shit. That's astounding. That was a real Hail Mary. Okay. And I have enough steps. So what I need to do is go... Where's my workshop? I need to go all the way over here, build it, come back down to the coat check, put in coat check, and then end my day in the planetarium. And I can do that. Wow, we will actually accomplish something. That's a shocker. This is shocking. Shocking. Not coat check. Where am I going? How do I get... Oh, I have to go this way. Good thing I have plenty of steps. Okay. Yeah, so from Boudoir, went to West Wing, then went security, and then I went in dark room, and I shouldn't have. I should have just gone over here. Okay. It's fine. I still have plenty of steps to do what I need to do today. Okay. We'll make ourselves a burning glass. We'll put it in the coat check, and then the next time we get a tomb, we just need a coat check. And we can, if we can get rerolls, a tomb and rerolls, we can burn the rerolls. Maybe get Draxus the Dead. You know, whatever. Where am I going? Yeah, here, okay. That's what I need to do. It's a confusing path. But I have plenty of steps if I don't screw this up. Royally screw it up. Okay. So let's make our burning glass. Pick up our burning glass. Then wind our way back. There was nothing we needed. We'll eventually we'll end the day in the planetarium, but not right now. So I have to come this way to get to the coat check. Yep, okay. Okay. I can't believe we did this. I can't believe we managed that. Jeez. Nope. I don't want to claim, I don't want to retrieve it. I just want to verify that it was there. So now we want to just end our day. I don't have any other doorways to explore. I don't have anything else to do. So I just want to end my day in the planetarium, because then that gives me 2 stars. So then I'll be at 50 something stars the following day. Or whenever I get to the tomb, I'll have maybe over 50 stars, and I can get the inkwell, which will give me rerolls, which will let me get the coat check. It's a long process. Because I don't know how many more days until we get the tomb again, and we're just going to be spinning our wheels until we do. Kind of. We'll be trying to do billiard room. We'll be doing days and just like billiard room until we get to tomb again. All right. Right. All right. There's nothing else I need to do, I'm pretty sure. We never did see the commissary today. Weird. And we had a 50% sale too. So, I mean, it worked out in the end, but still, that's frustrating. I didn't get to see the commissary today. I kind of want to start the day with a commissary and just buy it out, you know? That's kind of like the plan. All right, we're going to we're going to call it a day here, but it was successful. We solved the billiard room, which gets us one closer to that. And we made a burning glass and put the burning glass in the coat check. So then on a future day that we have tomb, because today we didn't. This is day 74. And day 73, we had a tomb, but we couldn't get a burning glass. Day 74, we got a burning glass, but we didn't have a tomb, so we put the burning glass in the coat check. So the next time we get a tomb, which will probably be 4 or 5, 6 days from now, we can hopefully use Inkwell from the observatory or other rerolls, or Draxus the Dead or something, you know, make that in rooms, you know, get a coat check to get that burning glass and then take it to the tomb and light those candles. But at least we're closer. We're closer to that objective. So it was successful-ish. Okay, I'm going to call it. And this video might be compounded of multiple days, but this should be the last day in that in the video. Or I might make this a separate day video. You'll watch it, you'll see. Okay, anyway, we're going to call it. Alrighty. Mount Holly, impressive manor. Total rooms 35. Rank reached 8. Steps taken 104. Items found 12. More importantly, we got a burning glass into the code check, which was what we were trying to do today. We accomplished that, and we solved a billiard room again. Okay, this was day 74 of Blueprints. Thank you for being with me. Have a good one. We'll see you for day 75.